What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you know, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball.
Do you remember when Diana Taurasi questioned whether Caitlin Clark would make a significant impact in the WNBA? Well, those comments didn't just age poorly. They completely crumbled under the weight of Clark's extraordinary rookie season. Reality hit, and its name is Caitlin Clark. From the moment she stepped onto the court, Clark didn't just silence her critics. She redefined what a rookie season could be. Not only did she claim the Rookie of the Year title, but she also secured a place on the All-WNBA first team and set an incredible 62 records along the way. Now, former WNBA MVPs can't help but recognize her brilliance. In this video, we'll explore how 10 past MVPs are acknowledging her greatness and showing her the respect she deserves. But wait, there's an unexpected 11th and 12th name on the list, and trust us, you won't believe who they are and what they had to say.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor.
Let's talk numbers. Caitlin Clark didn't just make history. She completely rewrote it. Most assists in a single season? Check. Most assists in a single game? Check. Three-point records? Shattered. Highest number of all-star votes in league history? You bet. And the best part? She's just getting started. Can you imagine what her second year is going to bring?
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
So, what's causing these former MVPs to speak up now, and in some cases, even backtrack on their earlier comments? Let's break it down. First up is Brianna Stewart, a three-time WNBA champion and two-time league MVP. Stewart wasted no time in giving Caitlin Clark the recognition she deserved, even after just 1 month in the league. Having dominated the WNBA herself, Stewart knows exactly what it takes to stand out at the highest level, and she didn't hesitate to acknowledge Clark's immediate impact.
Caitlin is a great player, and I think the way that she's kind of came into this league, she's continuing to hold her own and show everyone what she can do.
Stewart, who has been in the spotlight for years, spoke openly about the rookie's remarkable influence, not just on the Indiana Fever, but on the entire league. She recognized that Clark wasn't just meeting expectations, she was completely rewriting the narrative for what a first-year player could achieve. With record-breaking performances, a massive fan following, and undeniable talent, Clark was proving she deserved a place among the game's elite. Stewart was one of the first to give her the credit she had clearly earned.
And the numbers, the viewership, the attendance, the way that she plays the game, you know, she's ultra competitive, her ability to really stretch the floor and find her teammates.
Praise from a player of Stewart's caliber speaks volumes. This wasn't just casual admiration. It was a multi-time champion recognizing that something extraordinary was happening. Clark hadn't just arrived in the WNBA. She was already raising the bar and shifting the conversation around the league.
She has these games where it's like you have to guard her wherever.
Next up is Candice Parker, a two-time WNBA MVP and multiple-time league champion. She didn't hold back when it came to praising Clark and the star power she's brought to women's basketball. Parker recognized how Clark has elevated the game, bringing attention and excitement to the sport in a way that's hard to ignore.
It takes time for people to want to be a part of it and to see it. I think it does take star power, and we're seeing how the value of that in the Caitlin.
As a seasoned basketball analyst for TNT, Parker uses her platform to spotlight how Caitlin Clark has transformed the game, not just for women's basketball, but for basketball as a whole. Parker emphasizes the broader impact Clark has had, drawing attention to her groundbreaking style of play and the way she's reshaping the sport.
I think that's what she's done for the game, you know, in general. I don't say women's basketball, I say the game of basketball, period. You want to see a show, and I think that that's the biggest thing. You always talk about Steph being a showman. I mean, this is a showman right here.
Yes.
You're able to have sellout crowds to come and see you play. You have student sections that hate you, that want you to lose. That's what sports is, and that's what competition is, and Caitlin's brought all of that.
Clark's game has truly impressed Parker, who highlights the various aspects that make Caitlin's play so exceptional. Parker goes as far as to say that Clark needs to be guarded the moment she steps onto the court, acknowledging her undeniable threat and the level of respect she commands from defenders right from the start.
And you talk about players that change the game when they're on the court, whether they're touching the ball or not, you have to guard her when she steps into the gym. And so I don't think we've seen anything like that in women's basketball. I've played against a number of great shooters.
Yes.
Somebody that when they walk in the gym, you have to guard them. And I think the way the game is played has allowed her to showcase that skill, to be able to take that shot. That shot's being a good shot. It speaks to where basketball.
Now, let's hear from Tina Charles, the second leading scorer of all time and the 2012 League MVP, as she discusses the Caitlin Clark effect and her profound impact on the league. Charles, with her wealth of experience and success, recognizes how Clark has changed the landscape of the WNBA with her exceptional skills and presence.
Yeah, I mean, the energy that we're getting, the reception, the eyes that we're getting on us, it's amazing. And it's just because of that new generation that's coming in.
As a seasoned veteran, multiple-time All-Star and member of the WNBA Top 25 Anniversary Team, Tina Charles has seen countless players come and go. So when she offers praise, it carries serious weight. Charles expresses how fortunate she feels to witness and compete against Caitlin Clark, recognizing her as a generational talent. That kind of respect from one of the league's most respected players speaks volumes about Clark's impact on the game.
So we know who Caitlin Clark is and what she's been able, her impact in this league and especially this year. So however we can get it, I'll take it for me personally. So just thankful that I'm able to be a part of it and still be here to witness it. Yeah.
Now, let's dive into something that might really warm your heart. Caitlin Clark's childhood basketball hero is none other than Minnesota Lynx legend Maya Moore, who was the league MVP in 2014. Moore shares a special moment about meeting Clark when she was younger, and it's clear that their connection runs deep. This moment not only highlights Clark's admiration for one of the greatest players in the game, but also the full-circle nature of her own rise to stardom.
It's just really, really cool to think about one of those little girls who became Caitlin Clark. So I think it just goes to show you, when you just do your best to be in the moment and treat people with kindness, and just be present when you can, it really makes a big difference. And looking at the type of person and leader that she can be with people.
I feel like I was this tall and freaking out, and I ran across the court, gave you a hug. I know. Now I'm like taller than you. All I ever wanted to do was meet her. I didn't have a phone. My dad didn't have his phone, so I just ran over. It's like, can you sign my shirt? Signed my shirt, gave her a hug, ran away. It's like the most vivid memory I have of like women's basketball growing up, and like honestly, like I still tell everybody that story because it meant so much to me. It's like
I thought that they were professional, like as anyone at this level would be. I'm always impressed by the two of them. I think it was also really fun to see them playing together tonight. They had some synergy and the maturity that they have going in, not even just being here.
Sitting there like, oh my God. But she's so crafty. This is what people don't know about Caitlin. She's not just a three-point shooter. She's a great passer, not a mediocre passer, not so-so. She is a great passer, but also she's crafty. I saw her get the ball, lay it up on the back door cut, like they waiting for her to pop out to the three-point line. Boom, she slips back door, gets that bucket. Like, she is crafty, and she's just a rookie. She's just a rookie. That level of greatness, that level of play on a consistent basis as a rookie puts you up in the upper echelon of any league. Definitely the Caitlin Clark on Team USA, absolutely. Any USA basketball experience for someone as young as Caitlin Clark is going to benefit America for years and years and years and years. So yeah, I would put her absolutely on Team USA.
And the biggest praise comes when she said this.
I wish, Caitlin Clark had that experience this year because she's our future.
I just want to ask to start off Caitlin Clark right now, Indiana Fever.
What is she doing for the WNBA? How much do you love it?
Obviously, Caitlin Clark effect, being able to come in, but what I think is what she brings.
Yeah.
Coming from the college realm, there's a lot of great rookies that have come in. She's definitely.
To be careful when you say like the Fever fans, because I don't think it's the Fever fans. I think it's the people that wanted Caitlin Clark to be a certain type of way, and they thought that she was, and so they became Caitlin Clark fans, assuming that, and then they realized like, oh no, she's actually not racist. They wanted to latch on to Caitlin Clark and then use her as, like, I guess like this fuel to be able to be the way that they wanted to be. They want her to be the representation of their racism and you know, like their view on the world. And